Well, welcome to tonight's stream. My name is Jerry, I am protagonist, and tonight we're going to be doing two things. So let me know in the chat how are you doing and where you are watching from. So I am located in Australia. It is 8 p.m. and my kids have just gone to bed and it is time to do some hacking. Tonight we are going to look at the Strutted machine from Hack the Box. It is a free Linux machine that gives us a little bit of a taste in how to exploit the Apache Struts vulnerability that came out I think about mid to late last year. So we know what our initial foothold will require. It is a medium machine, so there will be a few other steps that are required, but I think this will be an interesting learning exercise. We'll have a look and see if there are any POCs available online, and yeah, we will get started with that very shortly. But before that, I wanted to share with you guys a bit of an update on something that I've been studying through, and this will be kind of a standalone, part of a standalone video that I want to share with the wider YouTube audience. But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. Let me know where you are in the chat and kind of what you do with your time. So it's Saturday night for me. I think it's Saturday at some point today. What are your plans for the day? What are your plans for the weekend? Let me just get myself sorted while you guys answer those questions. Welcome from Portugal. 10 a.m. here now. Cool. Let me put that back here. Let me know where you are joining from and what time zone you're in. All right, well, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this thing that I've been working on. So let's just get it started. Hi, my name is Jerry, and in this video we are going to be going over the fact that I've just completed recently the bug bounty path from Hack the Box Academy. This is a web application hacking course that covers everything you need to know to get you started on the bug bounty journey and on the web app pen testing journey. So I completed this a couple of months ago, haven't been able to get around to making a video about it, but here we are today. So welcome to the channel. And this course really enabled me to gain a lot of confidence with pen testing web apps. And it was such an exciting thing for me to, I guess, go through the course and learn more about web app pen testing. In this video, I want to cover the pros and the cons of the course, an overview of what it is, and I want to kind of give my suggestion on whether you should do it or not. Let me know in the comments if you have done web app pen testing or want to be a web app pen tester, or even you're afraid of pen testing web apps, because I know that before I did this course, I did not have the confidence to tackle web apps on my own. But after doing this course, I've just gained a lot more confidence in doing so. So let's get a bit of an overview of this course. This is the Hack the Box Academy training website. Now, if you go sign up, you go down to this side and there's paths and job role paths, you will get this page. There are several job role paths. So the one that we're talking about today is the bug bounty hunter. There's also a penetration tester path that, as you can see, I'm about halfway through. There's a SOC analyst path, a senior web pen tester, an Active Directory penetration tester, and an AI red teamer path. These paths go through, I guess, the necessary requirements for the role that they are kind of geared towards. The bug bounty path is a really great introductory web application pen tester path. If you're looking at getting into pen testing in general, I would highly encourage you to jump into web application pen testing, because this is the majority of the tests that you are going to do as a junior pen tester. Most organizations have web applications that they need to secure, whether they provide SaaS platforms, whether they provide just any kind of service to clients. You would generally be doing a web application penetration test. And so having a really good handle on web apps and the kind of vulnerabilities they have and how to exploit them, and also how to, I guess, show the impact, show the risk that is associated and report those things is vital to doing it. So this course covers all the basics from the beginning. You cover web requests, introduction to web applications, using web proxies like Burp Suite and OAuth Zap, information gathering, attacking applications with FUF, which is a brute forcing tool, JavaScript deobfuscation, cross-site scripting, SQL injection, SQL map essentials, command injections, file upload attacks, server-side attacks, login brute forcing, broken authentication, web attacks, which cover things like verb tampering, IDOR, and XXE. Now, if you don't understand what any of those things are, I would recommend highly to jump into this course, because it will cover all of those things and explain them in depth. It includes also file inclusion, session security, web services and API attacks, hacking WordPress, and finally the bug bounty hunting process. All of these courses, these modules, are required to complete the whole learning path, and they really give you a solid foundation in web application pen testing. Now, some of the things that I experienced as I went along, for me, it says in the course, let me jump back over here. It says that it takes about 18 days to go through the course. Now, I feel like for any beginner, someone who hasn't really touched web application pen testing before, it may take a bit longer. For me, personally, I have a full-time job. I have a family. They go to school. There's just lots of commitments. It took me about 3 to 4 months of hands-on keyboard time. That includes taking notes, going through the skills assessments, making sure that I fully understand the different things that the course is covering. It took me about 3 to 4 months. I am a little bit more slower, and I do like to read things very thoroughly. So take that with a grain of salt. You may be quicker. It may take you only 18 days. I think if you've had a really solid foundation within IT, or you're a software developer and you work with web apps, I think you'll breeze through this pretty quickly. I found that this course was pitched at the right level for me. See, I had done the Try Hack Me web application pentester course about a year before. I'd done a certification in Web App Pentesting by INE, but I found that they didn't really quite give me a solid reason and explanation as to what all of the attacks were from a this is what it means standpoint, and not just what it means as a risk perspective, but also like understanding the technologies and all of that. So I found it really pitched at the right level, because it just kind of went a little bit more in depth. And that's really good. I think the more you understand web applications, the less voodoo magic they seem. And that's like a really positive thing. So yeah, it was pretty in depth, and it wasn't just about running tools or basic payloads. For me, I found things like the course that I did from INE to be a lot more about run this tool. These are the things you check for, tick the boxes, and that's it. Rather than trying to actually understand, okay, what is the functionality of this application? What is it doing? What are the things that users can manipulate? What can they input, take out? All of those kind of things. And really thinking through how a web application works and where developers can go wrong and what hackers can do to abuse functionality that's there. And I think that difference in not just running tools, but really understanding how the tools work and how you can use them to manipulate intended or unintended functionality within a web application is just like, it's a lot harder to teach that, but it's also very important to learn that in your pen testing career. I loved that they spent a lot of time on that, and I love that they spent a lot of time on explaining technology and how it works. They spent a lot more time not just teaching the tools, not just going through the attacks, but actually going into some of the code at a basic level, looking at PHP and Java and all of that, and kind of explaining this is what it looks like on the back end for these vulnerabilities to occur. Now, some of the pros, again, something that I loved. Pretty in-depth course, a very in-depth course, especially for a beginner course. It covers 268 sections. Every module has some sort of skills assessment, some sort of practical thing. And so you're getting tested on the things you're learning as you go. And like, it is kind of on you to take notes and kind of grow in that sense. But if you just did the course, by the end of it, I think you would have a really solid understanding of how to test web apps to a pretty good beginner degree. Like, it's really good. It's pitched at the right level, I think. Another pro is that there are constant updates to the modules. For me, I was going through, I was about 80% of the way through, and then it dropped down to 70 because they dropped a couple of updates to some of the modules, like the information gathering module last year, which just vastly expanded that module and made it so much better. It honestly, they're improving them as they go over and over. And Hack the Box has said that once you've completed a module 100%, you own it forever and all updates are yours. And that, I think that is an awesome community thing that they're doing, and really wanting to help the community to grow and learn together, and to, I guess, get better as technology changes and evolve with technology. And another pro that I kind of mentioned before was that you get to look at some of the code. Even if you don't come from a developer background, I don't come from a developer background, getting into the code kind of gets you into the logic of these applications and really understanding what's going on behind the scenes. And that's really helpful. I find that, practically speaking, when I'm on a pen test nowadays, I start to visualize what the decisions that the developer made on the back end. How is this functionality working? And what may be things that they left out or they forgot about that I can abuse for my own gain. So I think that that's a really, really awesome thing to learn about. Now, there are a few cons that I think, some of them don't bother me so much, but I've heard people complain about these things that I think you should be made aware of if you've never looked at Hack the Box Academy. The first thing, the biggest thing, is that it is all text. For me, it's not a really big deal. I've spent a lot of time reading things when I was at university, studying theology. Like, that was the main thing. You don't look at videos, you read textbooks and things written by German scholars and that kind of thing. So it didn't really bother me. But I know for some people, not having videos can be a deal breaker and can be really hard for you to get around. It's all text. They do it because they want to be able to update the content in a way that's easier and be able to be a lot more quicker in deploying new content that's up to date and evolving as the landscape evolves. And I think that that's a really positive thing, but I can see why it can be hard for some people. In the chat tonight, we just got a comment by ArcSec who said that you can use AI to read the text on web portals. So that may help your experience. Thanks for leaving that comment. So another one is some of the skills assessments were a little bit weird. I don't know how to explain it unless you've actually walked through the skills assessments yourself. Some of them are like kind of hard to test for without having a full-blown application. I remember there was a few modules, particularly maybe like the session security one, and there was another one, I think it was web services and API attacks. Those two modules, I found their skills assessments were like a combination of a few other modules that came before, plus the stuff you learned within that module. But the way that it kind of was delivered was weird. And I don't know, there was just some things I was like, this is a little bit hard to assess. I totally understand that. Kudos for trying, but it kind of didn't land super well. Another con that I found was that some of the modules, though the course is super comprehensive, there's not enough practice. Like there's a lot of practice through it, and like pretty much every page has a lab attached to it, unless it's just like information dump. But I found that sometimes I just wanted a little bit more practice that was not so strict to the content. So like what I mean is, say we're learning cross-site scripting and you learn to use an image HTML tag that causes an error to then execute JavaScript within the context of the browser. Okay, you go through the learning material and then you sit the skills assessment for that section. And I found sometimes it was just too like carbon copy of that session, that module. And I wanted something that was a little bit more challenging. So like maybe a level 1, 2, and 3 that kind of progressed you into thinking through how would I bypass this or do this differently, and really thinking through like, what does this look like in different contexts, in different applications? That kind of thing I think would build out more of the methodological aspect of web app pen testing, where you have to be thinking through making a hypothesis and then seeing if it is true. In saying that, there were times that I found myself supplementing the stuff from Hack the Box Academy with Portswigger. It is by far one of the best free resources out there. Like if you can't afford a Hack the Box Academy subscription and you want to do web app pen testing and want to learn it, jump on Portswigger, because they have amazing resources there and amazing labs that kind of cover a bunch of techniques and different scenarios and all of that, which is awesome, and it's all for free. So I found myself going, especially in things like SQL injection, and early on when I was doing cross-site scripting, I would jump over there and have a look at the different labs there and try to do them myself after I did the modules on Hack the Box Academy. And I found that was really helpful. But in saying that, I wish that Hack the Box Academy had a few more like varied labs throughout the modules to kind of test yourself in different ways. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Now, who should do this course? Who should do this course? Look, if you're a beginner and you have been wanting to get into web apps, or if you're a bit nervous about doing web application pen testing, or you know you've been doing a little bit of network stuff, and you want to do more stuff when you jump on Hack the Box, I would encourage you jump into Hack the Box Academy and go and do the bug bounty hunter path. For me, I struggle to just learn at random. I don't do well with that when I don't really know the foundations. And I found that this course gave me the foundations to be able to then grow in each area of technique or vulnerability or whatever, all of that kind of thing. I found that doing the Bug Bounty Hunter course grew me in that. And if you're a beginner, if you have been wanting to get better at web apps, Bug Bounty Hunter pathway in Hack the Box Academy is the place to go. It's pretty affordable if you're a student, only $8 a month, $8 US a month, and it unlocks all of the courses for you. It does get a little bit more expensive as you go along, because then you have to purchase cubes to then pay for the modules, but you can investigate that at your own leisure. For me, it was perfect to take my skills to the next level, and not only that, I found it directly applicable to my job. It was insanely and has been insanely applicable to my job. So if you think, is this practical? Will this actually help me be job ready and all of that kind of thing? I'll say it will take your technical skills to a point where you can definitely do some, beginner, junior pen testing of web applications. So I want to encourage you. I have a link in the description that is a referral link from me to sign up to Hack the Box Academy, jump into the Bug Bounty Hunter course, and let me know in the comments what you are most excited about to learn, what makes you apprehensive about web applications. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. Happy hacking. Thanks for sitting through that, guys. So let me just jump back. We got some comments here. So ArcSec has said that it took him 3 months, her, to do the CBBH material as well. Yeah, I think it's one of those, like, you can rush through it. I think if you've done web apps before, man, you could speed through that. But if you've only got a few, if you've only got a few hours a day, a few hours within your week, it takes time, especially if you want to actually really learn the content. Jal Samuel says, I'm trying to get into cybersecurity, just finished Google cybersecurity course. I'm finishing beginning path on Try Hack Me. I wanted to complete some more courses on Try Hack Me, then go to the Hack the Box. Any tips or recommendation? I think if you're a beginner, doing Try Hack Me is like amazing. Try Hack Me is the bomb for beginner really gets you started material. And I think if you're talking about Hack the Boxes in the labs, just start. Like, if you just go to the easy machines and just start doing them. Wherever you get stuck, look at a walkthrough, take notes as you go. Like, seriously, everything that moves you forward that little bit, take notes as you go, because you need to, I guess, get experience at doing reporting and writing things down, things that you're learning. And also, it just is a way to solidify what you're learning. Oh, ArcSec said that he was a 6-year software engineer when he did it. Yeah. %. Oh, hey, Maverick. Welcome. I work with Maverick, so he sits next to me and watches me pen test and tear my hair out whenever I see horrific things in web applications. So I would say that, yeah, it's definitely, I feel like the biggest thing with pen testing, and especially web app pen testing, because it's like you're directly dealing with software, right? I think the biggest thing is you need to get this mindset of understanding an application from two ways. One, you want to understand it from how it should work and what its function is normally. And then you have to think about it as a hacker. And that means you have to think about, like, what are the things that we can bend in this application that will make it do things that it wasn't intended to do, that software engineers like ArcSec made it to do a certain way. So like, say, an upload functionality, you're only meant to upload the stuff that you're meant to upload, what it says, you know, PDFs or whatever. But if we can say, well, there's kind of like, you know, 4-5 different ways that we can protect against not uploading things that you shouldn't. There's 5 different ways that you can protect against uploading things that you shouldn't. Then we can go and test each of those things. Like, does it validate the extension? Does it validate the file type? In the content type, does it validate the actual MIME type that's within the actual file? So when you upload it, are you able to manipulate that? Does it check for malware on the way up and reject it if it is malware? Is there any like validation checks on the server side, not just within the client side? Like, there's just a bunch of different places where things can go wrong. And as a pen tester, you're trying to find where those places are so that those things can be fixed. Because let's be honest, like, software engineering is not easy. It's not easy to get right every single time. And like, that's why we exist. We exist to help with that and make that process better, and to then make those applications secure so that people's stuff doesn't get stolen. I guess it's the same thing as like having locks and doors in your house. Those things are there so that your stuff stays your stuff and not someone else's. Well, enough rambling about web app pen testing. Let's actually jump into this week's machine. I'm not sure how much time, but we'll see if we can get to at least initial foothold, get our user, and then we'll see where we go from there, how much time I have to do that. So if you don't know, let me just... Tonight we are going to be doing the Strutted machine. This machine was specifically released as a retired free machine to showcase the CVE that it is vulnerable to. So we will have a look here. It says Strutted is a medium difficulty machine featuring a website company offering an image hosting solutions. The website provides a Docker container with the version of Apache Struts that is vulnerable to CVE 2024-5367, which is leveraged to gain our foothold on the system. All right, so what we'll do, I'm going to read only to that point because I don't want to go any further. And we will fire this machine up and we will start our enumeration. Look, I am not an expert at this. I was just reading that going, Docker images, this is freaky. I'm not sure how I'm going to do with this, but we're going to try and we're going to learn. And if we ever get stuck, we will be able to go through the guided mode, and that will help us point us in the right direction and see how we go. So let me just get my virtual machine up and running. All right. And I will get my notes up too. All right, so this machine is called Strutted. We have this IP address. I'll move this on the screen so you can see what I'm doing. And I have a bug crawling on my hand. All right, so we have a Linux machine. This is on Hack the Box. And we want this full screen. All right, so I have a custom template that I well, it was from someone else. I don't remember who provided this template, but I have made it my own for whenever I do Hack the Box or Try Hack Me or anything like that. And I take my notes in this format. It's just an easy way for me to kind of fill it in. I still haven't figured out exactly how I want to do this nicely. Okay, this is finally loaded, I think. This is struggling. I don't know what's going on. Let me just see if this is the problem. There we go. All right, so we will cd into Hack the Box. Yep. All right, and we will open tmux. Okay, we have our VPN IP address there, and we want to scan our machine, which is 10.10.11.59. We're going to scan all ports, and I like some verbosity, and actually that is wrong. Let's go into the Hack the Box directory, make a Strutted, and make tools and artifacts. All right, now we can scan this and output normal and map. All right, so this way we can see what ports are open on this machine. Now we already kind of know that this is going to be a web-based machine, so we can kind of get that ready. So I like to use Kaido because it's just really good. All right. And I basically just use the same history, so I will delete all of that. I don't need any of this. Is this it? Create, no. New collection, there we go. All right, we'll make this into, what's this called? Strutted. So we can get nice and organized. All right, so we have 2 ports open. So we'll just do target nmap, and that's just for me to know what I'm doing with the scan, which is a targeted scan for the ports that are open. So now this may require me to add a specific host name to the host files, so we'll just see how that goes. That happened pretty quickly. Yep, so we have to add strutted HTB to the host files. All right. 10, 10, 11, 59. Is that it? Yep. And we've got strutted HTB. All right. So now that that's added, let's run that again. Because the first time, because it doesn't resolve, it doesn't go through all the scans that it usually would do. While that is running, that is done. That was way quicker than I thought it was going to be. Let's go up. What I'm going to do is we will copy this over to our notes. So we have our network scan. Port 22, we have SSH. Port, hang on. Port 80, we have HTTP. So, instant image uploads. They support methods, get, head, post, and options. It's an Nginx server. And we are looking at an Ubuntu box. So let's have a look at this web server. Strutted.htb. Does anyone else get bothered by the fact that like a browser won't just add HTTP and just automatically defaults to a search engine? It annoys me so much when I'm doing Hack the Box because so many of these things it just goes straight to search, and then you're doing like a retired box, and then it's like looking up what you're trying to search for, and it's giving you walkthroughs, and you're like, I don't want that. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's just me. I'm weird like that. It gets frustrating. All right. Thank you, ArcSec. Thank you. It is super annoying. That's not what I wanted. All right. So we have, let me just reload this because I don't think it loaded properly. Does it work? Okay, so we have 3 links there. Upload your images, get a shareable link. Instantly upload an image and receive a unique shareable link. Keep your images secure, accessible, and easy to share anywhere, anytime. Supported file types, JPEG, JPG, JPEG, PNG, and GIF. So we can browse and upload. Interested in our setup, we provide a Docker image that showcases the Strutted environment. Click the download link on the menu to explore our Docker image to see how our platform is configured and use it as a base template for your own projects. So I'm guessing what we're going to need to do is download this file and then have a look at the Docker image and then figure out how to exploit the vulnerability within the container to upload a file and possibly get a reverse shell or get something off the server. So let's see how it works. Learn how to effortlessly upload your images and share them with friends using Strutted. Step-by-step guide. Choose your image. Upload an image in the acceptable file format. Upload easily. Click the upload button and let Strutted handle the rest. Your image is securely stored. Receive a unique short link that you can share instantly with your friends and family. Share the link anywhere, social media, messaging apps, via email. Access your images anywhere, anytime. All right, about us. Founded 2023, based in the heart of UK. It's a pioneering company specializing in secure and efficient image hosting solutions. Okay. Why choose us? Security, simplicity, reliability, support. Oh, and they have our user-friendly interface makes uploading and sharing images a breeze. Feel free to use our Docker image as a base template for your projects. So there's plenty there for us to work with. Let's have a look. So we have the upload thing. Doesn't look like we have anything crazy here. Session ID. Pretty sure that's that's Java. Session ID. Or is that JavaScript? Ah, it is Java. Cool. What else can we glean from this application? Let's click the download button and we'll see what happens there. So download action. All right, so we have a zip file. Okay, so it's just too big to show because it's a zip file, obviously. All right, let's move. Download, no, downloads. Strutted.zip into here. And unzip. What's the... I want to see what the list command. List. Nope. I don't think there's any other. The file list is specified. No. Here we go, we have some actual helpful commands. So I'm trying to look for the flag to be able to list the contents of the zip. Because if it's just an image, or if it's just code, then that's cool. I don't think I have like VS Code on this either though, which means we might need to install that. Log farmer. Information, no. Man, I did this the other day. What? Does anyone know in the chat what the list flag is for zip? Or is it unzip that does that? Show files. Show files, that would be, for instance, if creating a new archive, this will listen. If the option is negated. Is that it? I'm going to go to the end and then we'll see unzip. Because I'm not sure. No, that's not it. Fman on zip. List. Aha! Freaking, there it is. Which one is it though? We'll see. We will see. Zip info mode. This first option command is Z. The remaining, no. Print, no. Extract files, no. List archive files. I mean, that would have been, yeah. All right, unzip. Strutted. People, I don't know Java, but we'll see how we go. So we have a Docker file, context. We have the upload, which may be the interesting, if there's anything interesting there. There's a structs XML. What else? I'll have to check this. This again, possibly. Check the upload class. All right, so let's go back and let's make sure we have what we need. So let's take a screenshot of this. Actually, before we do that, let's get rid of this stupid bar. Never show. Get off. So we have that. So HTTP. There is a web app that allows you to upload an image for storage and get a secure link, which we need to have a look at because that might help us understand what's going on and also to see the flow of like requests and stuff. You can download a Docker image to look at their source code. Where's that? Let me just get this. That's that. Cool. All right. Let's try uploading a file first. So we need an image. Guy strutting. Leo. We need Leo. Let's open this in a new tab. So we got it in GIF format. Let's save that image into Hack the Box, Strutted, Leo. Oh, go away. Leo strutting. Sick. All right. Who doesn't like a good Leo strut, hey? Where are we? Strutted. Leo strutting. Got that. Upload it. Copy shareable file link. What's the link? Does this actually copy a shareable link, or is it just a pretend link? Oh, here we go. Interesting. So let's open link in new tab. Cool. All right, so that's really helpful. So we have a shareable link here, which this button actually doesn't copy anything. What is this? Strutted. Let's copy that and see what that does. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm being extremely rude, aren't I? So there's a couple of links here that I think may be interesting for us. One, we have the upload. I'm pointing at the screen and you can't see. Let me move my mouse so you can see. We have the upload action here. This must be like a Java thing. I don't know. We have a link here, and we have the direct link to the uploads here. This is really helpful. I'm guessing if we could potentially upload some sort of web shell and access it directly, boom, we can get RCE. The other thing is, this web app seems to upload things into a directory that is within uploads, then time-stamped with the time and the date, and then just keeps the name of the original file, which can open up a bunch of different vulnerabilities for you. Yeah. All right, so if we click upload another file, it takes us back to the page. What if I try to upload the same thing again? Does it make any difference to the thingamajig? So is that the same link? Let me just check this as well. Aha, that's that. I didn't copy that, dang it. Okay, so that does take us back to the... Oh, that's so much better. Why isn't it... This looks so dumb. This is pretty. Arcsec says you should use Kaido proxy to better show this type of attacks. Yeah. I mean, we're just going through the browser at the moment, but yeah, definitely. This is definitely something I will do. So in the browser, we can see that it is uploading it as in form data format. So upload successful. Is there anything here that may be helpful for us? What do we got? Yeah, so we have our link here, which I'm not really, I don't know whether it's because my thing is broken, but this also works. Does it? Yeah, so that's directly to the actual file. What else we got? Copy button, success feedback. So none of this JavaScript is actually running in our thing. I don't know why. Not working. Oh well. All right, so. Oh yeah, we did check that before. Okay. All right, let's have a look in. Oh, let's unzip that. Man, I don't remember if this is... No. Ew, I don't like that. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. What's this? Okay, so that's that. Oh, get off. So we have our Docker file, our README, our context, Tomcat users. All right, let's Docker image. Put that in there. There. Docker that image, and we'll also put the zip in there so that it's nice, and chuck all of that in artifacts. All right, let's have a look at this. Strutted is secure, blah, blah, blah. This guide will walk you through the steps to use this application effectively, including uploading images, obtaining things. For using Struts, you'll need to set up the application on your local machine or server using Docker. CD strutted app, Docker build, strutted, blah, blah. Follow these steps to upload an image. Open the thing, you'll see upload page, click on the file, choose an image to upload. After selecting the image, click the upload button. The application will process the upload. If successful, you'll be redirected to confirmation page. After the upload process completes, you'll see a success message with a link. You can get the link, access the link. Should look like something like this. Okay. Image displays link will take you to image display. You can view the image directly in your browser. Just realized that I'm reading this and you guys probably can't see it. On the image viewing page, you may have options to upload another image or navigate back to the main page. Supports these formats. Your images, how long will it be up there? They have terms and conditions. Is my uploaded image secure? Yes. Strutted uses secure storage solutions and transmission protocols to ensure safety and privacy. Images, can I delete my uploaded images? No. Image uploads are permanent once uploaded to our CDN. If you encounter any issues, blah, 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 we are here to help. Cool. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Oh, here we go. We have a username and a password. So that might come into handy later. Let's just do that again because I'll take a good screenshot of that. The Tomcat uses, what's that called? XML file has plain text creds in it. Cool. All right. What else have we got here? Docker file. So we are using a Alpine image, using Maven, Strutted. They're using Apache Tomcat. All right. What else do they have that might be helpful for us? Context. This is a cookie processing thing. All right. See in here. Okay. It's a Maven application. What is Apache Maven? Apache Maven is a software project management and comprehension tool based on the concept of a project object model. Maven can manage a project's build, reporting, and documentation from a central piece of information. Cool. It's a build automation tool used primarily for Java projects. Maven can also be used to build C#, Ruby, Scala, and other languages. The Maven project is hosted by Apache Software Foundation. It addresses two aspects of building software: how software is built and its dependencies. And we just lost our music. All right, let me just get that sorted because that needs to happen. It just needs to. Get off. All right. It uses conventions for the build process. Only exceptions need to be specified. An XML file describes the software project being built, its dependencies on other external modules. Okay, cool. So it just helps build projects from my understanding of reading that. So this tells us how to build said project. We know this is going to be Apache Struts. That's because it's showcasing that. So we can kind of jump to the version of Apache Struts 2, which is here. So uses Struts 2 core, Jackson, SQLite. All right, so again, let's take a screenshot of this. And there. The web app is built using Maven, and in the, what is this called? POM XML file, which is the project, what was that? Project object model? What is that? Yeah, project object model. And we get the version of struts that is used. Which is version 6. Oh, dang it. What is it? 6.3, 6.3.0.1. All right, so that is Struts 2 version. Let's have a dig and see what we can find out. So Apache Struts 2 6. Let's just copy that. All right. All right. Oh, freaking, I love Sneak. Sneak is just the bomb for finding stuff. All right, so we have RCE. 2 RCE vulnerabilities. Let's see if we can read that. That's a little bit much. So, Struts 2 Core is a popular open source framework for developing web applications in the Java programming language. Affected versions of this package are vulnerable to RCE via manipulation of file upload parameters that enable path traversal. When using file upload interceptor, uploading of a malicious file is possible, which may then be executed on the server. So it's only exploitable if uses file upload interceptor. So version 6.4 deprecates that function, but to fix a vulnerability must be replaced by an instance of action file upload and the corresponding interceptor. So file upload interceptor has been removed in 7.1. So you need to go to this version or higher to not have this issue. So the second one, so that affects, what is this? Vulnerable version 7. Whoops. The second one is effective versions of this package are vulnerable to RCE via manipulation of file upload parameters that enable path traversal under certain conditions. Uploading of a malicious file is possible, which may then be executed on the server. Okay, so that's, I'm guessing this is the one that we're worried about because it is fixed in the version after what we have. And it has a CVSS score of 9.8 because you get RCE. Do we have any? So we have a POC. Let's have a look at the different. I'm not going to jump straight to the POC. Mainly because this is how I would do it in a web app. Like if I found something that's potentially vulnerable, I will go through and read like the different things to kind of understand what's going on and how I can then look at the code. or look at the application and see what's vulnerable. Okay, so it's a file upload logic is flawed and allows an attacker to enable paths with traversal. An attacker can manipulate file upload parameters to enable path traversals, and under some circumstances can lead to uploading a malicious file which can be used to perform RCE, remote code execution. Okay. What do we got here? So this is the announcement in 2023. Which fixes, yeah, this CPU, but the one we're looking at is a 2024 one. So this is the old. Okay, so this is observed exploitation of the struts too. I'm not even going to pretend to understand what is going on here. Public HTB remove set string. Yeah, I don't think I've ever looked at Java, ever. So, I don't know, but they've added a lot of stuff to mitigate these problems. ArcSec is probably just really upset that I just said they've added a lot of stuff. It's not very clearly showing my ignorance right here. Let's see if we can find that. And that's a login action one. Okay, here we go. So this is an upload action. So it's one. It's another. That's why we have that's why we have Gippity. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard lots of people say that they hate Java and that it's kind of gross. Yeah. Looking at it, it's strange to me. I don't know. It seems kind of messy. But again, I'm not a developer, so what do I know? Okay, so this is not what we're looking for. Oh, I hate when this happens. There's like broken links. Can I translate this? Apparently not. All right. Did I just close the wrong thing? No, this is the upload one. Upload.action. So they've form data name upload, file name, POC text, form data caption. So they've added a caption to it, upload file name, and then they changed the file name to a path traversal thing. Oh, there's a blog. Please be in English. No, it's not in English. Do we have an auto translate? I don't think we do. What was that version? 3.6.01. So we just can do I think it's wrong though. Is this the right one? So what was this file upload interceptor? Let's see if we can search for that in our source. I think it's this one. Upload. No, so we don't have that. Where am I? So we have so we have some allowed extensions here. We might be able to bypass that depending on how that's configured. Going into the Java. What the heck? It's opened in a shell. Right. Get request, no file selected. If no file selected equals ignore case method, please select a file to upload. Okay. User.dir. What is this? Base directory, because a new file base, so we're gonna. Here we go. So upload file name. So we need to have one of these types. It's weird that it doesn't have JPG, but I'm guessing maybe web apps generally only do JPEG, even if it's a JPG file. You know, it's kind of the same thing. So you have to have that. Is image by magic type. Okay, so then it checks the magic type. So you have to have that as well. And it generates a short UUID, which is a random string of 8 characters. Cool. I mean, it's like a basic one. I actually read and understood the Java. We're understanding the Java. And 2, this is like a basic file upload doc. Because we've got things like, so it will upload it, set the relative image path to uploads, the timestamp, / upload file name, which I just need to see where that is set, because I think if that's not set properly, then we may be able to like manipulate the file name. Hello? Where is it? Okay. I don't think that that's going to help us heaps. Null that. No. Great. That's useless. Have an initialization of the database. About action, which is just going to that page. So we've looked at everything there. Don't really want to look at that. I mean, could we just open it in mouse pad? Where are you? Mouse pad, where is it? Aha, there we go. What? It's not in UTF-8, so we're gonna have to use read through the, nah, there's nothing to read there. This is not super helpful. Let's see, meta inf, nope. No. Maybe this will, no, doesn't open up. Nope. All right, I think let's try just the good old fashioned way of giving it a go. So if we send this to replay, we will, let me just change that. I don't like that setting. Where are you? Settings, shortcuts. Send request. We want it to be that. Save. All right, cool. Feels much better. So I just changed my setting because I constantly use burp at work, and Burp Suite, it's control space instead of control enter. And it's just easier. You can just use one hand. All right, let's just chuck in something random there. And we will see what our response is. So we got a supported file types is that. So we have to have this. Upload successful. All right, so then what we can do is, let's see if, so that didn't work because we know that we didn't get a successful message there. Again, supported file types. Only image files can be uploaded. What about if we delete this? Again, doesn't work. File does not appear to be a valid image. So it's like really testing stuff. All right, what if we go back? So that worked, but we need to check if I break the image, basically. Is it this? Okay, cool. So we just need GIF 89A. If I... Oh no, it's a Java application, so it's not PHP. Dang it. Let's see if there's a Rev Shells for Java. Not that I think this is going to work, but you never know. What's our thing is 19. Copy. This isn't going to work. Surely not. Surely it's not this easy. I mean, it had a different, like the guy's payload had a different name because it was like upload, and then that had like another name, like upload file name, which I think overwrote the original file name. We'll just see. So that worked. So let's duplicate this one. We will copy this. See what our thing looks like. Did that work? I'm confused. Why isn't that working? I mean, why am I not getting... Oh, wait, is it a... Where are you? Aha, that's what the problem is. Okay, so that's working. What the heck is this? 304. I mean, like, I knew that wasn't going to work because it's just a vulnerability like that within Apache Struts would be like a bit crazy. All right, let's have a look. Go away. Jeez, this is awful. This is like from 1990. So is it just this? I need to just add a different name and then make it a JSP file. I don't really understand. Huh. So they added that to the end. So if we upload file name, so if we did that, upload file name equals test.jsp, that worked. Does that mean that that overwrites the original file name? Because that's just dumb. That can't be it. Please don't tell me that's it. Where is it? I mean, if I go to here and go into test.jsp, okay, so that didn't work. But Leo, what is it? Okay, so yeah, so, but what does it look like on the request? Does it have a different name? What am I doing? So it still comes up as a GIF. But what this proof of concept is saying, let me just get rid of this, is there. I mean, it worked, right? So where did it go? Do we just add it here? Because that's, according to this proof of concept, they've uploaded a text file as an image, which obviously didn't do anything. Let's just try to do that. So that, let's delete you. That, we'll just add the end of the form. That was upload file name. Upload file name. And then they just changed that. Text plain. And no file name here. Plain, and then they just did that. The test.jsp, what did they do? Doesn't matter, I guess. Does that work? No. So there was an error uploading. Is that because... Why is that? So we have that. I am not quite sure. Let me just have a look. What was their CVE name that they had? This one. Go back to here. So this is not helpful. Here we go, we have a proof of concept. Do we have a This is not in English. Why? Is this based off? No, that's the 2023 one. That's not what I want. That's not what I asked for. Okay. Why? Can I make this English? I don't think so. Let's just have a look at this proof of concept. All right. So we have a file content text plain. I'm guessing this is the, yeah, hard-coded file content. That's that. So is that it? What the? I don't really understand why. What's this? I mean, I guess if I ran this, it might work. So we can give that a go. Sit into tools, git clone all right, what do we need to do? Let's just try run it. Python 3 cv so dash u HTTP strutted .htb / upload .action. What's path? So dash p test dot JSP. Okay, so that worked. Did that work? I think that worked. I don't think it worked. No, I don't think so. All right, let's have a quick look at let's go through the guided mode quickly. So we have 2, what is the name of the application server running? Maven? No, that's wrong. Tomcat in a Java project, what is the name of this file that contains dependencies of the application? Was that the POM? Yeah, pom.xml. What is the name of the MVC framework used by the application? Version is 6.3.0.1. CVE ID file upload logic floor. That was that. System user is the web application running on as. Okay, so we're supposed to at this point get RCE on the application, but I don't actually know, I don't really understand how to do that. Because it's not in English. Can I translate this? I don't know, is this Mandarin? They don't have that. That's really annoying. All right, let's see. Does that mean I can break out of the context of the upload? So, is this the missing piece? You just need to specify which file. Okay, let's give that a go. So we need to specify the location. So if we do this, didn't work again. Unless we need to do it within the actual this parameter. So that worked. Is it this one? It's not there. Wait a second, let me just. just in case we catch anything. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll give it a go. No. So if we upload the GIF to that, we go back to, so test, then uploads. Okay, so what about through here? What? We might have to have a look and see if I can find a walkthrough, because I don't really understand how, like, I understand that it's a path traversal, but I don't understand, because it's not in English, how it works. So let's have a look at the official write-up of this. So we have our nmap scan. Okay, so scenario, the vulnerability is exploited when the application uses a single file upload functionality which does not correctly accept arbitrary OGNL expressions as parameters for uploaded files. Okay. In Struts 2, the value stack is an essential OGNL concept. ChatGPT. The frick is an OG? What is in software? Object graph navigation language is an expression language used in Java applications to access and manipulate object properties dynamically. It allows developers to traverse object graphs, invoke methods, and perform various operations. Okay. The value stack stores the operation of the action object, which is processed during each request. By gaining access to the top of the value stack, attackers can modify various request parameters dynamically, including file names. Alright, so a crafted post request is created to trigger file uploads with specific multi-part form data. So we upload there. The file name parameter is a key point of injection, targeting the OGNL binding mechanism. Using an additional upload parameter, we can change the value of the file name through the value stack. Attackers use top to retrieve the top element of the value stack, which is the action object. By calling the toString method, the stack contents can be inspected. Okay, so the attacker attempts to modify the file name via our OGNL expressions. So they assign this file name to the upload file name at the top. The direct attempt fails due to a security mechanism, which applies strict regex checks to validate parameter names. The parameter interceptor is accepted method checks parameter names against the following regular expressions. The validation prevents malformed or suspicious OGNL expressions like 0 from being executed. 0 top fails validation because it does not conform to the allowed patterns. The attacker simplifies the OGNL expression by removing that indices and using the top keyword directly. OGNL expression is constructed. This expression passes validation and allows the file name to be altered. Okay, so we use file name 1.txt and then we change the name with this. Okay. Let's try to exploit the target. After analyzing the source code, we can understand that the target only accepts a single valid image file since it performs MIME checks and has additional security mechanisms to prevent JSP files from being uploaded, which we saw. So we have content type restrictions, and the application validates the magic bytes of a file to confirm that it is an image file. If these checks are passed, then the file is uploaded to the server into a directory within the uploads folder, which is named with the current timestamp. We attempt to upload any other file and receive an error. When uploading a valid image, we get successful. It just gives us a shareable link. When clicking copying shareable link, it gives us that, and then when navigating to the link, we present a page displaying the image. The attack path is to try and embed a malicious JSP file into the contents of an image, then use the OGNL parameter abuse to change the name of the file to a JSP file, which will let us trigger our payload. We grab this payload from a similar disclosure and copy the shell JSP contents below the image header in our post request. So we use this to do it. And then we change the file name to it. By abusing the OGNL injection, we have successfully uploaded our shell. We can test for code execution through the web browser. Okay, cool. So we use this. Do that. Okay, and then we have the image there, and then we want to change the content to that. Let's make this a bit bigger. We will do this. So we copy that over. So that should upload it to the root directory. So this should work. I was on the right track. All right, let's send that. Upload it successfully. So now that means we can shell.jsp equals ID. Why didn't that work? Okay, so cat's in here now. Try again. Or do I still? Oh, I still have this. That's probably my problem. Okay, so do that. And then we do this. And it's still not working. Why? Well, that didn't work. Okay, so that worked. Is it broken? Or did I copy the wrong thing? Maybe we do test.jpg. Let's make it big. Let's just make sure that we're doing everything the same, because it might just be the fact that it's not the same, you know. And then we do this. No, shell.jsp, is that the same as this one? Shell.jsp. No. I don't understand why it's not working. I closed off the form. Oh, am I an idiot? I might be. I might just be an idiot. No. It's not there. Did I break the box? I'm confused on what to do now. Okay. Let me just, that's what I need to check. Did it actually go as that name? It didn't. It didn't. It's a liar. Where are you? No, it's there. So what did I do wrong here? Okay, form.name top upload file name. That's correct. Upload file name test. Name, upload file name test. Upload file name test, content type image JPEG. Content disposition, form data name top dot upload file name. What is going on? I have a feeling this is broken. Yeah. I'm gonna reset the machine because I think she is broken. Shall see if this gets reset. I'm just going to keep resetting, refreshing until I get a hit. No. Oh. There we go. All right. Let's give that a go again. No, it didn't work again. Dang it. Why? I mean, I get what's going on. Did I? I mean, we can just try. Let's see if we can go get it in the same file. Didn't work. Is anyone as confused as I am right now? Because I am very confused. I mean, we followed the bloody write-up and it's not working. And I don't know why. Am I doing something wrong? Like, I'm clearly doing something wrong. Like, it's obvious that I'm doing something wrong. But what? We've done this. Does my form boundary need to be changed? Let's get a new upload. So we got that. I can delete all of, let me just. Delete all this crap. And then we will copy this over. Yep. And we will copy this over. What just happened? Okay, we have the form boundary, that. Does this have the thing? And it's not changed. But why? This is painful. Do I just try this? But knowing that it's probably not. It's thinking. What is it thinking about? I don't know if you guys can see, but I have my cat. There. It's her bedtime. She's telling me to get out. This thing is just not, it's not doing anything. What's going on? Is this just hanging here? Oh, I'm a freaking idiot. File not found. Look, to be honest, I think I'm going to finish here because this is frustrating the hell out of me. And I just can't figure out why it's not overriding. So my manual edit is there. I'm like angrily hitting the keys now. Yeah, it's just not doing it. Why? Unless whatever the heck this is, let me just type that out. Let me do this. Top dot upload file name. I mean, unless I'm not even speaking in clear sentences anymore. Unless it just copied some weirdness to it. No. Freaking heck. I'm totally missing something here. Totally missing something here. Because that should work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here because this is just frustrating me. I could just copy this payload, this does that do test? It freaking worked. What? I don't understand. Is it because it needed to be a JPEG? Is that the problem? Is that what I needed to do? Because it worked this time. What the heck? We have... What? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand why that worked and why it didn't work before. Why? So we're using Tomcat. So we want to do cat RCE. So, no. So we have a James user. This is the network administrator. Now we did have a password before, which means that we potentially have password reuse. Excuse me. So that was this password. So can we SSH? SSH James at Strutted. Is that the... Did I copy that correctly? Where is that? No, so that's not correct. We've captured that request. Let's see if we can do some other enumeration. Because now we're on here, we just may as well. So we're in the Tomcat 9. ls. That's not right. Okay. Conf logs web apps. was the last one? Webinf. Web.inf. No, what are we doing? We're looking for, where did we have that? This file. This was in the Docker image. So like at the root of the, it's really hard to read that. All right, so we got conf. Conf. All right, so we can look, let's go back to the web apps. Would it be in Meta? Maybe. That's not what we want. Cat manifest. Uploads. Webinf. Would be in. No, that's not it. About how lib, show image success. No, lib, maybe lib. These are all jar files. But where is, wait, so we are in pwd. Let's see if there's a Tomcat. There's a Tomcat 9 here. Because what I'm looking for is the Tomcat users. There it is. Haha, there it is. There it is. All right. Cool. So we got that. And now we can cat it. What? We have the admin here. Is this? Yeah. We'll try that. Right. Haha, we did it. We got in. We did it. It took us so long. And we have the user flag there. Yeah, cool. Cool. All right, so that took us way too long. So basically I needed to, and I just can't be bothered uploading a web shell and making it nicer and everything. So I just did it all through web requests, but basically upload it, run it, look for the Tomcat users file, which the reason why I was looking for that is because I knew it existed within the Docker container, which had the password there, which is awesome. Thank you, ArcSec. I can't believe you're still watching me struggle through this stupid machine. I still don't understand why it didn't work originally. Is it a JPEG thing? Is it? I don't know. I feel like I need to keep looking into that, or like have a think about it. But that's gonna have to do me tonight. It was really awesome hanging out with you guys and struggling together. We finally got the user flag for this machine. If you get a chance, you'll be able to do this machine along with me. And yeah, but thanks for joining me tonight. It was really fun, and thank you for sitting through all of the struggle. I will see you in about a week's time. Yeah. You're stuck doing Nginx stuff. Nice. Yeah, so I will see you guys in about a week's time when I will stream again. Just turn on notifications whenever you want to see me stream. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the stream. That really tells YouTube that people enjoy watching me struggle doing this. Have a good afternoon, good night, good day. Enjoy your weekend. Touch some grass, and I'll see you next time.